choices.
Okay? When you're putting a battery in a 2010 Toyota Prius or any of the Priuses,
Can I do it?
make sure you wear gloves.
Can I do it, Papa? Can I do it, Zoe? Can I do it?
No, she's filming, sweetie. Okay? Make sure you have a cutter for the box and wrenches. Okay, first we're going to take out the back mat. Back mat's pretty easy, just comes out. Okay, and these will unlock. I think we're in the unlock position here, so that'll come out. Okay, now it's on this side, but first you got to take this tub out. Tub's got to come out. Can you get this all in the picture? Okay. Now we got to take out this side panel. Just grab it here, lift up, it's out. Okay, and this is your battery. It's your battery right here. Okay.
Mom,
That should be part of that anyway.
Mom.
Okay, it should be 10 millimeter here. Maybe not. Or was that a 9? Let's make sure. 10 millimeter.
Me on the other side.
We're going to take out the 10 millimeter first. Maybe we can get the ground out first. Always disconnect the ground first, safety. Try not to touch this guy here. It's your positive, blow up the battery. That's why you wear the goggles. Okay, that should be loose. You gotta wiggle it, and it'll come off. Okay, it's off. Make sure it doesn't reconnect and touch, because that'll set you up in a bad situation. Okay, now we're going to take off the restraining bar. Okay, that's out. Loosen that up a little there. It's an awfully small size. I don't know what size that is. Might be 10. Yeah, it's 10 also. How far we got here. We can hand loosen it. It's not that friendly. Alright. That came off. Okay, lickety splickety. Okay, positive terminal. Well, that's a different size. 13 millimeter. Let's see what we got here. 13 millimeter. The positive side of the battery. Oh, you know what? Actually, we can loosen this here, and that'll loosen it up. So let's see if that's 10 millimeter. Yep, that's 10 millimeter. Yeah, nice and loose. Not coming. It's loose. Gotta work it. Okay. So we got that sucker worked off there. Set this to the side. Okay. We've got a it's like a ventilation hose here of some sort. Let's see how this sucker comes out. It's a slip-on. It's a slip-on connect right there. Slips on right there to the battery. Battery has a handle on it. Should pull out. this out too. Get there to it. Okay, yeah, that's gonna give me more space. Oh, it's a heavy little sucker too. All right, so the battery's out. Now we're gonna look at the new battery. Hopefully it has the same type of connections. Make it easy. And we gotta remember what we were dealing with first. This was the positive side, this was the negative side, this is the positive side, this is the negative side. I took it out exactly as it was in. So this battery here should be set up the same way. Hopefully it's not upside down. If it is, I gotta pull it out upside down. It doesn't say top or bottom on the thing there. Got lucky. All right, there it is. It's an Optima battery. I think it's a better brand. Probably lasts a lot longer. Has a higher amp rating. Okay. The poster marked positive, negative. It's definitely got a better strap. Looks like a better battery. Just looks like an all about better battery. Okay, here's your grounding. You gotta make sure that's out of the way. Let's see about that this thing right here. This ventilation tab here. Looks like it might come out. Yep, it does. It goes into this one. So you got to take it off the old battery and put it in. Did y'all see that? Did you catch that? Let's do it again. Come from here to here. So everything you got to reuse. It snaps in. Okay. So now looks like we just put the battery in. We just got to get past everything. Get everything out of the way. So the grounding strap's not in the way. Alright, that looks like it. That looks like the way it's going to be. Put these straps down a little. Just put it across on top of the straps. Looks like this bar here has got to go underneath the battery. This battery is supposed to be manufactured to fit, but you know, nothing's always perfect when it becomes aftermarket and not exactly what Toyota wants. So, but at least we still have our what you call it, our connector still on here, so we haven't interfered with that, our sensor, whatever it is. I think it turns on your fan.
No.
Okay. So this will go on here. Okay, until you get it tight enough by hand. And this is going to go here for your retaining bar. It's not like Chevrolet where it has the just that little piece of rubber that holds the bottom part of it. It just braces it in, so it's a little bit more snug operation. Always make things sure they're snug, but not too snug, because you're dealing sometimes with aluminum stuff in these cars. And the new cars, the new American cars have a lot of aluminum, so if you over tighten, it'll snap that sucker. Way to go here. Still going. Double check here, make sure everything looks Daijobu. Nice and good. Nice and tight. All right. Yeah, I think that's good and tight. Nothing's going to be rattling around in there. Okay, now we're dealing with this guy here, this hose. Remember we took this off the other battery? I think it's just a ventilation hose, just in case gases want to escape. It'll take it right outside the car. Make sure that sucker's all the way in there, nice and snug. Okay, now we're going to go with the positive terminal. We're having video difficulties there. But back to the positive terminal battery. We have to wiggle that sucker back on, get it down flush. Okay, I think we're flush. Always good to check. Okay, looks like we're pretty flush here. All right, let me get a flashlight real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, using a flashlight to double check it's flush onto the post. Looks pretty much on there. You got some tips sticking out, so that looks good. Then we set it to tighten. Okay, I'm going to tighten that bad boy up. Make sure it's straight. You definitely don't want to hook up ground first, because see how it's touching the chassis of the body? That would have probably blown up the battery. That's why I always hook up ground last. Okay, one more tighten here, because this is aluminum, so you got to be careful. All right, now we got that. Mr. Negative here. Mr. Negative. Okay. Good thing to look around. Look at your ventilation port. Make sure your bracket's all nice and tight. This plug I was talking about right here, you know, this is part of this. This comes off, so you don't really need to disconnect it. Whatever you don't need to disconnect, don't disconnect it. Try to stay away from disconnecting stuff. Okay. So you get your little spark. I could go underneath that would be nicer. If I go underneath that strap. Yeah, that makes things a lot more nicer. Okay, so we're underneath the strap there. Optima Battery. Negative side of the battery. You want to put this down. You want to make sure that's snug. It is snug. You hooked up your ventilation tube, the whole bit. Took the piece off the old battery. Now you want to tighten up. Make sure that puppy stays on there flush. Make sure we're right down to the bottom as we can be. And remember, don't tighten too much, so you can break it. Just make sure it's snug. Snug means you can't move it. It's nice. Okay, before you put anything back together again, you want to make sure that you can fire this sucker up. So that's what we're going to do next. We're going to fire it up. Make sure it's doing its job. Okay, so put this here. Put this in the car. Okay. Looks like the car's running. I don't know if it'll kick on because it's pretty much charged. This battery right here, this is your battery your car runs off of, and it charges back and forth. All this does is turn your engine on and off. And it runs your controls. Okay, but this turns your car on and off. That's why your car cycles on, off. This little guy right here is turning your starter on and off. If this battery goes dead, you are dead on the road. You are done. So pretty much that's it. Hooking it up here. Okay. I always double check everything. Make sure everything's tight. Double check. All connectors are on good. Everybody's happy. Ventilation hose hooked up. Whole bit before I put everything back together. I get all my tools out of the way. Okay. We want to put this piece that we had to take off to get to the battery, to get it out. Okay, that might be a problem there. So did it go this way? Yeah, it went that way. Okay. It's a tricky one. There we go. Okay, I see how it goes. All right, goes clipping in here. You just push. It just snap in. It's a snap situation. It's not gonna snap real easy. There we go. One side snap. And you heard that snap clear as day. All right, there's the other snap. Now we're all happy. Happy situation. Then we'll put the other piece back in. Got a tab right here. It's gonna go right in here. Okay. All right. I don't think there's anything else. It just sits. It's basically a sit situation. Once it goes in that hole, it just sits right here. What holds it in place is your tub. Tub's a little dirty. Check that out. And at least you know how to get to your spare tire now. And all your equipment's right there. And I think it even has instructions how to do the tire change. Okay, there you go. That's it. That's your storage, your secret storage for your Prius. Then you put your cover piece on. Okay. And you're gonna probably shake out your mat a little. So I think it's nasty. Put your mat back in. Now you put your mat back in. Make sure it's nice and snug. If you want to vacuum it out, you should. I keep this car pretty clean. I also use this to keep my mat clean. It's just a basically somewhat pre-cut piece of cardboard. I've had it in here for a while, since the car was new in 2010. It just keeps everything nice and neat back here and clean. But make sure you wear goggles, make sure you wear gloves. Follow the correct procedures that I showed you there. You should be safe. It's a pretty easy job. Just be careful.